Okay, welcome to this masterclass. This quick, I don't even want to say quick because I don't know how long we're going to be here in this masterclass, but this is business funding for beauty professionals. And I'm going to be teaching people who own beauty businesses. So, whether you're a salon professional, a solopreneur, a business with a small team, I'm going to be teaching you how to get grants and funding from the state government. I am a small business owner. I'm actually a solopreneur. I am expanding my team. However, I was able to secure over $30,000 in funding in order to secure my lease for my studio, provide, get furniture, decor, inventory, and products to sell in order to operate my business from the state government. And when I say grants, that means 100%. I do not have to pay back. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please stay along. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I know that I will be able to at least give you a better understanding on how to find and prepare yourself and apply to get funding in your state. I have helped over 10 people find business funding sources in their state from Chicago, Illinois. Well, Illinois is a state, not Chicago. Illinois, North Carolina, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. A whole bunch of people find different grants in their states where they were able to apply and get funding. If you don't have enough time, you can always book a call below in the description and I will help you find the different sources in your specific state so that you can get the funding you need to expand, grow, or just make your business better. So without further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. Now, this is a disclaimer. The information contained in this document is confidential. It was confidential when I was doing it, but I'm sharing it with you guys, and this should not be reproduced or distributed. This is a disclaimer. So we're just going to go into the basics. What is business funding? Business funding, according to Credibly, is the various ways a business can raise money to finance operations, growth, and expansion. So, like I said before, this money is going to help you operate your business at its peak if money is what you are lacking. Okay. In regular English, this means money to pay your monthly business bills, get inventory, product for your salon business, or even to add another location. You can get business funding from different sources. Um, some include borrowing money from family and friends, credit cards, loans from banks, and grants, which I'm going to talk about today. Depending on your personal situation, there is a funding option. A funding option may be more or less difficult for you to get. So, like me, I didn't have good credit. I didn't have any money. I was actually not even making enough sales in order to fund my business by itself. Um, and I was still able to get over $20,000 in funding initially. And that's because I had a lot of the things that I'm going to tell you about later in the presentation. So you can get loans from family and friends, credit cards, business loans. But today we're going to be talking specifically about grants. Okay. So, in order to get funding, we're going to jump right in it. You need to have a business plan. Okay. You need to have a detailed business plan with the reasons you need the money for. So, let me see if I can find my business plan in order to help you guys. Open business plan. Okay, so this is a blank copy of a business plan. It's a template. And if you would like this template, just let me know and I will put it in my description box. Or I'll just put it in just because, I know people will need it. So this goes over the executive summary, company description, products and services, marketing plan, operational plan, management, startup expenses, capital, financial plan, yada, yada, yada. So we're just going to go through this briefly. So in your executive summary, this is the most important part of your business plan. This is what the funding sources are going to read. Okay, this is what the lender is going to read before deciding whether or not they want to read the rest of your plan. I had a business plan, and as I was filling out the process to get the funding, this was the main part that they asked for. But in order to have this part, you need to know the specifics of your business plan, if that makes sense. So this is an overview of your business, a description of your product and service. What problems are you solving for your target customers, your goals for your business? Okay. Where do you expect to be in 1 year, 3 year, your target market? Who are your ideal customers? Your competition? What is your USP, your unique selling position? What makes you different from other businesses in your area? Okay, what is going to help you succeed? So, for example, my unique selling position is that I have a sugaring studio. Sugaring is a popular service where I'm at. I'm located in New Jersey, in Mercer County specifically. Not a lot of people offer sugaring services. More traditional forms of hair removal are used, like waxing, threading, laser hair removal, electrolysis, things like that. So my unique selling proposition is that I offer all natural sugaring, all natural alternatives to traditional hair removal methods. I use sugaring as an all natural alternative to hard wax. It's made with lemon and sugar, and lemon water and sugar, and it's all natural. So that's my unique selling position. Okay. If you have a team, and if you plan on hiring a team with the funds that you get, you want to document um, the people that you need, their experience, or what you expect their experience to be, like your hiring criteria right here, and the financial outlook of the business. Okay. So explain how much money you want, how you're going to use it, and how that will make your business plan more profitable. So this right here is basically the executive summary, is your business plan condensed. All right. Then you will write it there. All right. And now moving on down, you want to make sure you have a mission statement, philosophy, and vision. I don't want to get into depth here because this will take all day. If you would like me to go through the business plan that you need in order to get the funding, I can create another video like that, or I can just list. I can give you a sample of my business plan that I used to get over $30,000 in funding, and I can give you that for free. And then you can just use that as a template. I'll also put this as a template. So you let me know in the comments. Okay. So in the template, I will have this already I did the research for the beauty community, and I feel like you probably could just use this for the same. So right here it says the U.S. spa industry has surpassed 18.3 billion, according to the International Spa Association. Okay. The industry continues to experience steady growth with increases in overall revenue, locations, number of spa business, and revenue per visit. The ISPA conducted a study through PricewaterhouseCoopers that studied total revenue spa visits, spa locations, revenue per visit, and number of employees for the United States spa industry. Total revenue surpassed $18 billion mark in 2018, which is an $800 million increase from the previous year. Okay, the increase in revenue was driven by the increase in spa visits, which have steadily increased by 3 million over the course of 3 years. Revenue per visit went from $1.20 to $93.70 per guest visit. More people are going to spas more often and spending more money. Okay, the spa industry is growing. There's a need for African American treatment specialties. Projected industry changes and trends include cannabis, natural products, multicultural diversity in mind. Younger generation is using more skincare products than ever, according to Statista, with the 43% of the millennial population identifying as Black or African American. There's a need for inclusion. Okay, so I've tweaked my business plan a little bit, but this was the original business plan that I used to get that. So right here, we need legal structure. And like I said before, we'll go into detail with that in another video. So you need a couple other things to get business funding from your state government. Accounting requirements, P&L projections, up-to-date taxes, professional insurance. These are all things that you would need to get in order for you to get the funding from the government, because they do want, especially if you're an established business, they want you to have certain things in order. Even if you're new, they want to see that you have some kind of proof of concept. Are you making sales at all? Even if you aren't profitable, the goal is to show that you're actually a legit business. And along the lines of that, you want to have articles of formation. So that's your LLC and the documents that you get from the state government when you formate that. You want to have a business bank account, accountant records, up-to-date taxes, and P&Ls. If you have an accountant, you can get the records from them. If you don't, you can always put this together through QuickBooks. And I'll post a link in the comments for a link for that. And those are pretty much what you need to get funding from the state government. Now, I want to go back to, once you get these documents together, now where do you find the funding? Now, I'm just going to go on Google and I'm just going to do a quick search. I'm in New Jersey, so I'm just going to type in New Jersey grants, New Jersey business grants. Depending on where you're at, you'll go to New Jersey business grants or Pennsylvania business grants or Georgia business grants. And the first website that you see, depending on what your rankings is for New Jersey, is business.gov. You always want to go to websites that have .gov, because you know that this will be from the state government. So I'm just going to click here, and this will look different depending on which state you're at, but generally it will have .gov and the state's name in it. And we are going to go to grants right on the left. So depending on what state you're in, it might not be as seamless as this. Like I said before, if you need a detailed search, I can offer that for you if you schedule in the link below. All right, so we click grant, and then we're just going to scroll down. See, they have grants for childcare facilities, clean tech, agriculture. And when you first search these things, you always see like the big industries. You don't see beauty. So a lot of beauty professionals feel like they don't have funding out there specifically for them. But if you're a legitimate business operating, there is funding for you. Okay, so we don't see anything right here. So what we're going to search is New Jersey Economic Development Authority. And you can always place whatever your state is, Economic Development Authority, in your search bar in order to find additional funding. So, okay, let's see what New Jersey has. Small business services and financing. So we're going to click that. And we can see right here that they have multiple programs for funding for businesses. Right here, this is actually the grant that I got, the Small Business Improvement Grant and the Main Street Lenders Grant. And I also got the Main Street Micro Business Loan. The loans for the state government are so great for small businesses because they don't have high interest rates. I think the interest rate on my loan is like 0%, which will be the same as getting a grant, but you just have to pay it back. So let's go right here to Small Business Improvement Grant. Okay, this one has closed, but you can see here that they have checklists, brochure, and they have the requirements. So 50% of eligible costs up to $50,000. So the total of my renovations was about 20,000. They reimbursed me up to 10,000. Okay. So what would 10,000 do to you? Say if you had $100,000 renovation, $50,000 back in your pocket would be amazing. Okay, it would be amazing as long as you have that money to put up front and to know that you have that guarantee back. Like that is amazing. So let's do California. I know I help somebody in California find some grants. California Economic Development Authority. Incentives, grants, and financing. Okay, let's see what they have. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Some of this stuff could be a little bit hard to read. Capital infusion, OSBA. Number one in new business starts. Let's go into that. Do, 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 do. Okay, I don't see anything right here. Let's do a little bit more digging. Small business innovation and entrepreneurship. That sounds about right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Funding grants and incentives for small businesses. Let's see what California has. Now, it's best that you have your paperwork, articles of formation, accounting documents, and everything together before you go and apply because most of these, or most of the ones that I apply for, are first come, first serve. And if you don't have everything together, the time that you receive the funds and apply for the funds could be like a big gap. I know that in the beginning when I first applied, it took me about 6 months to get the funding because my paperwork wasn't together. But when I did get my accounting requirements and my docs together, I was able to get funding in as little as 2 weeks. So that's a little tip that I like to share with everybody, that before you even apply, make sure you have all your documents together and your taxes are up to date. And if you have payroll, that everything is up to date as well. Taxes and that you're in good standing with the state. So let's look at loan and grant programs. Okay. Now, this connects you with the Chamber of Commerce, EDA for the city and the county. So that is great. You can also go to your local Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce in your local community is a big, big, big resource that'll help you find and get funding. I work with the African American Chamber of Commerce in my community, and they were able to give me 15,000 for furnishing. They were able to give me 15,000. That was a loan; it wasn't a grant, but however, it did help me a lot. It helped me a lot with getting my studio up and running. So let me go back to this one. So that is about it, to be honest. this is basically what you'll need. And you can find business funding online through a simple Google search. If you do need help with more specifics, schedule a call and I will be able to help you. And that is all for now.